Williams veers left, pulls up, looking for the lead, and got it. Jared Williams, 2 seconds, 1:11.109. Now SGA probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down. The Thunder finally get the defensive stop, and SGA puts them in front.
I'm Kenrich Williams. You're listening to Topic Thunder.
And welcome everybody to another edition of the Top Thunder Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Hunsinger at Thunder Chats, where you're part of the Believe Network. And this podcast is brought to you by betonline.ag. Just kidding. I did it again. I'm sorry. It's been too long. I'm literally looking at the FanDuel site.
FanDuel! Shout out! FanDuel!
So we are not brought to you by that. We're actually brought to you by FanDuel. And I guess I'm not mad at FanDuel. I'm more mad at myself, guys. If you would allow me, I'm just going to share my screen really quick.
Please.
I had a bad beat today on a parlay.
FanDuel.
So, of course, playoff baseball is happening. So, the only game tonight, I had both of the pitchers over, hit those. Of course, we had the WNBA finals tonight. I had the Aces taking it in a sweep. We got that. Aja Wilson, 25 points. Got that with ease. Kalea Cooper, 15 points. Got that with ease. I actually could have took that for 30. I had Aja Wilson to get 10 rebounds, and she had 9, bro.
Oh.
She had 9.
Asia, what are you doing?
So that would have turned my $10 into $118, I believe, like something like that. But
MVP on the court, but not MVP on the betting.
No, absolutely not.
He won the
Absolutely
ring,
not.
but couldn't get my boy Dylan his money for FanDuel. Come on now.
Couldn't do it, man. And what sucks is she had like 14 rebounds the game before that. So it's like, come on, man. So,
Dylan, where did you place those bets?
Place those bets on FanDuel. And, you know, it wasn't too much of a sweat because I actually used my no sweat bet on Thursday, the game prior, on another bet to where even though I lost, I got my wager back in bonus bets. So I used bonus bets to make that wager, which is, for those of you guys that don't know, it's not your own money. So there you go.
Love that.
You can do all this and more. Use Profit Boost. Use No Sweat Bets. Bet on all the major leagues that are happening. NBA's coming back up. I also had a preseason parlay that missed because Paolo couldn't get 15 points at halftime. Come on, man. What are you doing?
Sir.
Listen. I put like $2 down on it. Calm down.
Does Kentucky have a hotline?
They all have hotlines.
What is the Kentucky hotline? Let's look that up.
Let's see here. It is 1-800-GAMBLER. So there you go.
That's the number.
He had it in his phone.
By the way, Tigers and Mariners, by the way, in the Major League Baseball,
still going.
It's the 12th inning while we're live.
Tell me who wins, because my boss is from Detroit and all my other coworkers.
I'm gonna keep eyes on this because I
have to pretend I know what happened there.
Let me ask you guys. I don't know if you guys are.
I bet the Tigers face the Indians.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I heard it all the time.
I'm talking.
Yeah. I just know. So I don't know if you guys are deep into baseball at all, but like they changed the extra inning rules to where when you go to extra innings, you have a runner that's on second base. Do y'all like that or not?
Even in the playoffs?
Yeah.
True in the playoffs.
That's interesting.
It's kind of like, because hockey did a thing too, right? Where if you go far enough, they start taking guys off the ice.
That's what I'm saying. Like
kind of the same
like
thing.
It starts literally from the 11th inning, or like from the 10th inning. I'm sorry, from the 10th inning. Like I figured it would be something like like football, where like at a certain point you have to go for 2 every time instead of going for the extra point and blah blah blah. Like I just figured like, hey, 12 innings on, then you start doing that crap. But like I don't really like the the whole thing about having
as soon as it gets to 10th inning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know they've done a big deal on like shortening those games, and it's worked. Yeah. So I guess that's one of
it's shortening the game, the pitch clock.
Great answer right there.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It all
good.
works.
I actually like it. I think it makes the game much more like easy to consume as an average viewer of the game. Once the Red Sox got out of it, I was like, whatever. I just want to watch the games.
Well, no. I hate watching the Yankees.
I hate watching the Yankees. The Blue Jays won. I was really proud.
Yankee lose.
By the way, did you see Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and David Ortiz were just like saying, "Duh, Yankees lose every second of the game." After they won against the Yankees, that was a blast.
Love my Dominicans,
but
Yankee lose.
But after the Red Sox lost, I was like, yeah, I don't really care. And yeah, it's fun to have the pitch clock and have a guy on second. It's a good pace of play, but yeah, baseball is just always going to be very tough to watch.
For the average viewer, yeah, I would agree. And I'm an average viewer, so that's I know from experience. I'm speaking from experience, but I will say I got into baseball more this year than I have recently, and I do think that the changes they have made to like speed up the game has made it more congestible as a viewer. So I don't know. I mean, the second runner in extras is definitely different. So I don't know how I feel about that, but. The other stuff like the
game right now,
sure, like speeding the game up, like I like that a lot.
And this has been Topic Baseball.
Yeah,
topic MLB.
Absolutely. But guys, speaking of what the show is about, this is the Top Thunder podcast. Hello, welcome in. If you couldn't tell, we're doing a quad pod for the first time in quite a little bit. So
hello.
The Thunder are back. They're playing basketball. They've played 3 games since the last time that we podcasted.
So back.
And, as we like to do with meaningless games, we're going to overreact a little bit in a segment that we like to call the single large item. And fellas, hand up. I was on vacation this weekend, so I only got to watch really part of one of these games. So I'm going to take the lowest hanging fruit, and then I'm going to let you guys get, try to reach up to the sky for a little bit. My single large item is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is already in midseason form, and the league should be terrified. He played, He played one half, about 19 minutes, 42 seconds. He had 16 points, shot 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. He had 1 rebound, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, just getting it done all around.
And no free throws, no free throw attempts.
No
Take
free
that,
throws.
merchant.
Ethical hoops,
Yeah.
man.
Furious. Haters are furious.
He turned Brandon Miller around twice in one play. He got to his baseline mid range. He was getting the pull-up 3 going. Like it felt like the game was in slow motion for him. Like I think I saw Thunder Focus say somehow Shai seems even more nonchalant like in this game than he did in the regular season last year. And it didn't matter, man. Like nonchalant buckets, ethical buckets, whatever you want to call it. Shai was getting them. Like if this was a full game, easy 30, 35, maybe even 40, who knows? Shai, somebody pointed out on my Twitter that this is the first offseason in a long time Shai hasn't had something going on in the offseason. Last year was the Olympics. The year before that was FIBA qualifiers for the Olympics. So this is the first time, even though it was a shorter offseason because, we made it all the way to Game 7 of the finals and won the championship. He didn't have anything else taking up his time in terms of preparation going into the season. So not only does Shai kind of get to take that monkey off his back of winning a ring and, completing basketball, as some people are saying, but also he's had this entire offseason just to focus on doing what he does best, improving his game, adding something to his game, growing his game even more. Because as high of a high as he was last year as a player, and many people consider him, if not the second best player in the NBA at this point, he still has so much more room to grow, and he wants to grow, and he's going to keep turning over every rock that he can until he's the best player they could possibly be. And I just got to say one more time, the league should be scared.
Yeah, man, like just a little bit, the little bit that he put out there on the Charlotte game, because he didn't play the first 2 games, was he literally only played the half, right? The first half of that game. And yeah, it was something that mid-season form, like, you could tell that he's in shape. He's been doing basketball activities throughout the off season. Like, this guy's ready. And this guy, like, here's the thing, man. Like, one of the things that people don't talk about when it comes to SGA is his mentality. enough. They don't talk about that enough. And just like you talk about Kobe, you talk about Michael Jordan, you talk about their mentalities as far as like the killer mentality. Like his is more of like a silent assassin type thing where like nobody kind of sees it coming, but like this guy wants to win. This guy wants to solidify a legacy of greatness. And it starts in the preseason. And it starts with how he goes out there in the preseason, how he does, for that one half of play. For us to say that he looks like he's in midseason form, it bodes well for us, and it should strike fear in the rest of the NBA as far as what's coming.
Yes, sir.
He missed that one layup on purpose. I'm convinced. So he did a spin move and went baseline and missed a very easy layup, only to get the ball back like half a second later and make a three. So that was all intentional, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Gamesmanship, baby.
That's Russell Westbrook. He learned it from him. Did he get the rebound on that play?
No. Somebody else got the rebound.
Not full of Russell Westbrook.
It's all good. All right, let's go to Tierney. Tierney, it's been a while since we heard from you. What is your single large item from the preseason? What is your overreaction?
Well, the fact that you went to me after Shea makes me think
that you hate me.
That I have to pull the trigger on this. I'd have hit the greatest NBA shot of all time? Question mark? Is that fair to say?
Exclamation point? Exclamation point?
A question. It's a question and an exclamation mark because we can't show this on YouTube, but like that might have been the greatest trick shot in because like that's a shot that you hit in a gym when you're just like fooling around and you just throw it up. And Cason Wallace hit it, but for those who didn't see it, it was a I think it was an air ball, and Cason hit it or basically caught the air, threw it over the backboard after he was behind the baseline, and then it went in. It was a perfect swish. It was just like, laughed it off. I that was one of the greatest NBA trick shots of all time, and it also kind of was a perfect way to just be like, Cason is having a phenomenal preseason game because he, that shot alone was enough to be like, a highlight reel. Every national media was posting it, but he was having a phenomenal defensive impact.
Even Adam Schefter was posting it.
Pressure here with the shot clock.
Wow, chat's with it. Yeah, here it is.
So crazy.
Yeah.
But here's my question with that. Like in years past, like players have done that before, and it hasn't counted.
I really that's actually what I'm looking at right now, and I can't find change that rule. So I'm pretty confused about it.
Trey Mann's calling
he never stepped out though.
There's a
an
invisible plane that goes above the backboard, and if the ball crosses it in either direction, it's supposed to be out of bounds.
But it's preseason, so who cares?
Maybe that's it. Honestly. Maybe the refs were like,
I think it's just preseason. Who cares? Just let them have their fun.
Yeah.
Cason Wallace. One of the great. That might be that's a great trick shot of the NBA season potentially. So anyway, yeah, that was awesome. But him and Caruso, the cookie shout out because Caruso had cookies and cream. Finally got our shirt. It was good. It was a fun night for those two. Between that and all that Caruso did, I mean I don't remember who it was, but the block shot from Caruso, and then on the other end, just a fast break, like I think it was Caruso or Queso to Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say, I've found in the NBA rulebook it says any ball that rebounds or passes directly behind the backboard in any direction is out of bounds.
You know what? No, Steve. No. Queso hit that shot. Queso hit that
Don't be
shot.
that guy, Steve.
Don't be that guy, Steve. This is we're having a national media publicity, public time here. We need to have Queso have his shine. Don't rain on his parade.
Well, he was really good. It was cool how they were kind of letting him expand his passing game.
Yeah.
Running some pick and rolls through at least one lob. I only watched the first half, to be perfectly honest. Wasn't going to sit around for the second half. I don't even know if he played in the second half. He had 22 minutes, so I'm guessing he did at least a little bit. But it's cool to see them let him stretch his wings a little bit. I hope it, comes in handy later in the season.
Yeah, that's what I was going to point out. Like, as impressive as the shot was, the most impressive thing about it to me was the fact that he almost had a triple-double. Like, and what's weird is he only had 6 points. Like, he shot. I'm trying to think. I know he had double-digit shot attempts. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. He was 3-7, but he was 0-3, so that's uncharacteristic. But, yeah, 10 rebounds led the team. 8 assists led the team. Only had 1 turnover.
He really only had
8 assists. Okay, totally. Okay, no, yeah, maybe he didn't. Okay, so he didn't almost have a triple double. Is what Tom was trying to tell us. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing Cason expand his game a little bit more within this offense, especially with Topic having the weirdest, most random testicular procedure. Is that what they called it?
Yeah, that was. Have we had an episode?
We haven't.
That news broke. Yeah, like what a weird, like, out of nowhere.
And
by the way, he's going to be out for the next couple of weeks,
4 to 6 weeks.
Season.
So,
but like for the regular season, he's going to be out for the next 1 to 2 weeks.
So here's my question with that. Usually sometimes there's an injury in a game that you don't really notice, you don't see, and then later, like when people rewatch the game, they'll find like that little spot where like, oh, okay, this is where he probably broke his finger, or this is probably where he did this. Has anybody did it happen in the game? Did it happen?
We gotta watch his testicles.
I didn't see it, and I haven't seen any clips of it. I know on the Hoop Collective, Wendy and at least one of the other two implied that he got hit during the game, or maybe said outright that he got hit during the game, but I haven't seen a clip of it.
That's crazy though, because like you see players get hit in the nuts in game all the time, and like it takes them a little bit. They gotta collect themselves, but don't have to have a procedure.
Yeah, like the last time I actually something like that happened was Ginobili. When he had like the testicular torsion, or like literally it twisted.
That's the thing about this is that, like, in previous instances where this happened, it was like this player has a testicular torsion or a strain or something that required surgery. It was just like, yeah, Topic he's gonna need surgery. We want, and that's kind of.
It was very vague.
Par for the course. It's vague.
It was more vague than normal, though. At least they do put like the injury. We usually at least hear what the injury is.
But we didn't get that.
Kenrich's thing. They just said he's going to have a knee procedure.
And it's kind of like the Jalen Williams thing. It's like his wrist is fine, but he's not shooting with his correct shooting can yet, and he's par for the course. We won't get the full story from this team ever, because that's how they roll. But like, it was very odd that it was just kind of like, yeah, he's just gonna have surgery, and it was just like, can we know how or why, or
maybe it was an extracurricular injury. Like, we don't know.
Do you think Topic was out in the streets of the? Do you think he was on the?
We do not know, and maybe they're being so vague because it's personal, bro.
Can you imagine if Topic was out there with us, like, on the OKC courts, like,
I don't know what he gets up to.
Maybe
just like
maybe
favorite movie is Air Bud.
Maybe he's just very responsible. Maybe he thought, hey, I'm about to have a long NBA career. Women are going to be throwing themselves at me. So
It's a
I need to go
vasectomy.
ahead and just do a vasectomy right now before I slip up
yeah.
and have a baby during my rookie years. So maybe he just did that, man.
Yeah,
Maybe he's just a response.
vasectomy right before the NBA season.
he got spayed and neutered, baby.
You had all last year to do this, Nicola. What are we
All
doing?
last year, he was
wasn't-
not playing a single
Hey,
second
no
in
one-
one
I will
NBA
tell you,
championship.
you're only down for a few days though.
That's honestly good.
Hey, you never know. You never know. No one's banging the injured players. Like, he was just on the bench just lonely. But now that he's playing, now that he's shown some things out there in summer leagues, women are like, hey,
Now the ladies are here.
I know ball.
Up.
I know ball, and they're like, hey,
he's got a ring now. He's got a ring.
Yeah, he does.
Now the ladies are,
This is true. Nikola Topic has got a ring.
A ring and no games playing. Nikola Topic.
There you go. All right, let's get back on track. Dolan, what was your takeaway or your overreaction from the preseason?
The Hornets are very bad, but I won't make that.
Is that an overreaction?
They stink bad.
That is not going to be a good team. Like
Dude,
the first game we played,
so
did I
bad.
come back to?
Welcome back to Topic Thunder, baby.
Topic testing.
We talk about testicles.
Yeah. Anyway, we smashed them with our deep bench, and that was like the Charlotte Hornets. Like that was their whole team. And then we played half of our roster, 3/4 of our roster in the second game, and we had a 25-point lead at one point in the first half. So it's just not a good team. But I won't make that my single large item. I'll say I think it might be time to retire the Jang Gang.
No, do not say it. Do not, Dolan. I swear, I was about to say this.
Dolan. Hey, the whole time he's just right here, just taking the grenade, just took the pin out, and just threw it in. He knew.
I don't know, guys. I think
Dolan. Before you say another word, I just have to say, we on this podcast have committed to Jang Gang.
I know,
and we cannot do this to our boy. Even if he is bad, and he might be bad, because I saw these games. He's not been great, but we cannot. We have to roll with our boy. Jang Gang forever. I will not. Listen. How many championships have we won with Ousmane Dieng on this team? 1. How many championships have we won with Jang Gang not on this team? 0.
I just got that cleaned up because
the stats don't lie.
Well,
okay,
like I mentioned, I didn't get to watch the first couple games. I know everybody's talking about he played good in the first game. Was that not the case? Did the bad outweigh the good? Like, what's the deal?
It was okay.
It's just that. So that first game, he looked like more active, more aggressive, more confident. But then it just all disappeared in the other 2 games, and it's just
he just doesn't.
If he's not on pace.
He's not on pace.
And if he is that guy that he was in the first game, it's going to be tough for him to get minutes on this team. If they can't count on him to be that guy, like if it's a 1-in-3 shot, then he's just not going to get the opportunity. So it's just like time.
Yeah.
He just hasn't found that consistency in attitude, in assertiveness that it's going to take to get him minutes on the team. Because, I mean, if they feel like they can play him 5 minutes a game, Mark will give him 5 minutes. But I don't think he's going to feel like that. Like, Brooks Barnhizer needs to play over him at this point.
Yes.
Like, I see it with Brooks Barnhizer. He can't shoot, but everything else he does on the court is noticeable. And he's, like, trying to slap every rebound. He's, like, a little bit out of place on defense, but because he's still learning, but he's, like, trying to be involved at all times. He has active hands. He's physical. Like, these are the things that you need to get on the court. And these are the exact things that Jang is like, okay, maybe he'll do it once every 3 games. And it's really disappointing because that's all he needs. Like, he has all the physical tools, but he can't get there mentally. And I think that ship might have sailed in Oklahoma City, at least.
Yeah.
There's just not the opportunity for him to find it on the court. He has to find it off the court, and he didn't yet. I was hoping he had found it this offseason.
Yeah.
But no.
Dylan, as Jen Gang president, I think.
Founder.
And I member myself. I think Alex, you are a member as well.
Sometimes.
Do we accept the critiques of Mr. Dolan here? What do we do here?
I mean, I've been saying
100%.
like going back to last season, like I still very much believe in Ousmane Dieng as a prospect and his upside, but I also acknowledge that there's a chance that is never realized in Oklahoma City because of what Dolan said. Like, there's like we don't have time to to let you like basically incubate anymore. Like, you're not going to have opportunity. We can throw you in the G League, but that can only do so much. And
Right.
This, unless you have like a market improvement, we're still not gonna be able to play you. So as I've said, like going back to last season, like as much as I love Ousmane Dieng and I believe in his potential, there's a chance that it's just not gonna work here, and it would be mutually beneficial for both sides to kind of part ways. Makes me sad, and I was excited to see people talking about he was doing good in the first game, and the change of like his approach and his demeanor and his shot and his playmaking and whatnot. But yeah, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. I'll still love you forever.
And I still tweet it occasionally because I really want it to be. I want to be able to say it more. But you won't like him when he's jangry. You just can't. He never is. Like, he never does anything aggressive to where I can just like run with that. And it's for that reason I'm out.
Yeah, this might be the last year of Jen Gang, and we're gonna ride into the sunset. I think
it might be the last half season of Jen Gang.
We're gonna ride into the sunset. That's okay.
I did say if there was anybody that I could, somebody asked a couple episodes ago, Twitter questions, if we could merge two bench players together to make an all-star, who would it be? I said Ousmane Dieng with Brooks Barnheiser's mentality. Let's rock, baby.
Amen.
Like the speech in Rudy, right? If he had half the heart of Brooks Barnheiser, he could be All-American.
Yep. Yep. There was the dude in Kentucky like that too.
All the Thunder players lay their jersey down on the desk of Mark.
Let
Jagnall.
Brooks play.
Let him play. Let him play. I will not play if Brooks Barnheiser doesn't play.
Hey, famously, I said I will die for Brooks Barnheiser. So
I would too. He's my new Alex Caruso. Cone and I had a pact last year that we would stab each other for Alex Caruso, and now it's Brooks Barnheiser for me.
Okay, there you go. Alex, good luck following that. What's your overreaction for the preseason?
So overreaction for the preseason. I could go two ways.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna go because I think one of my ways is going to be one of my hot takes. So I'm gonna go with Jay Will.
Yes.
Jay Will. The Jay Will that we saw in the second half of the season that was hitting 40% of his threes, apparently that's the real Jay Will. And so
Slender Jay Will.
It's slender Jay Will. So now with him, maybe svelting his frame a little bit and, maybe getting a little bit more movement, a little bit more ability to, a little bit more shake to his game. I think it's going to expand and open up ways that we haven't seen him contribute in years before. And so what we've seen out there is we've seen somebody that even though he has slimmed down, he has not lost his physicality. He has not lost his defensive presence out there. If anything, it almost seems like he's able to jump a little bit higher. He's able to move around a little bit better.
Seems like he's able to wear smaller shorts.
Yeah, that's a possibility also. Usually happens when you lose a little bit of weight.
Size down, yeah.
But
how did you know that? How did you?
It just looks. They look tiny. I think he actually needs to go half a size back up.
That was a weird.
Give him the
I just wanted to know how you knew that. Okay, interesting.
But I mean, he slimmed down, but he still has the strength and the physicality that he did before. But he's able to use his athleticism a little bit more now, being slimmed down. So, I mean, if that is the Jay Will that we get throughout the season, and we have a three-headed monster of Chet, Hartenstein, and Jay Will, like. Watch out, man. And here's another thing that I kind of like the whole two big man thing in starting lineups and thing, like that evolution, that shift has kind of like crept up on me. Like I know we had it last year and everything, but like I saw a picture of like the Spurs and they had Cornette and Wembanyama, and I was like, oh crap, both of those guys are huge and they're out there, on the floor together. And you have Aaron Gordon, you have Jokic, you have, when you talk about Minnesota, you have Gobert and sometimes Reed out there, and they used to have the Rockets. You have Steven Adams, you have Şengün, and so like
and Capella.
Holy crap! Like this evolution of the game back to big men, but now we're using two big men out there. Just completely crept up on me, and so if the Thunder are able to have 3 of, let's say, the top 40 centers in the league, holy crap, you're in trouble, NBA. Not only do you have Shea, but now you have 3 of the best big men in the league right there, manning your middle, and yeah, that makes for winning basketball.
Yeah, and the other thing that I noticed, and I think that it was just a matter of the personnel around him after, seeing what happened in the last game, because it wasn't a trend that continued. He was shooting a high volume of threes in those first 2 preseason games. I think he had 8 and 11 in the first 2, but he went back down to 3 in this last one when like Shea and Caruso and Hartenstein and, like a lot of more like the regulars were playing. So I wonder if that's kind of like a personnel thing, but like that stood out to me, like, in terms of like an overreaction, like, oh shoot, are we going to get a high volume, high efficiency 3-point shooting J. Will season? I mean, I'm here for it if it happens.
Yeah.
Cool. No triple doubles in the preseason for Jay Will. I would have liked to. I was kind of shocked. I
don't think he played enough. I don't think he played enough time.
He didn't even get close though, did he? Like, let me see.
Jay Will, I will say. I mean, I didn't have much on Jay Will, but
5 blocks in his last game.
He did. He was the one who airballed that shot to give Cason Wallace the amazing.
It was an assist.
It was like a shot by 3 though.
My mistake. It was
violation.
It was an assist.
Real quick, we got JB asking, is Brooks Barnhizer the Cam Scatterbo?
That was my favorite question of the entire pod.
I still think it's Lou Dort, just in terms of like the way he throws his body around and whatnot.
How was it not Caruso?
The Brooks Cam Scatterbo is like
we got a lot of them.
We have so many Cam Scatterbos on this team.
We got a bunch of crazy crackheads running.
I mean, but here's the thing. About the only thing that kind of melds these two things together is the fact that Cam and Brooks Barnhizer are going to be rookies. So that's about the only thing that kind of So
yeah. And also we got T in the chat. Shout out T.
Shut up.
All right, fellas. That was our preseason overreactions. If you guys are in the chat now, or if you're in the chat not posthumously, retroactively, go ahead and drop your preseason overreaction. We're going to go ahead and take a break. After our break, we are going to get into some bold predictions for the season, for the Thunder, and for the league, right after a word from our sponsors and an announcement. So, starting our break, fellas, got to go back to FanDuel. The season is rapidly approaching. Alex, I think I saw you tweeted out was it Lindy Waters Day away? So 11
so every
days away.
Every day I'm counting down.
Baby.
So yeah, we are currently, I believe it was Isaiah Joe days away. We're 11 days away.
Yes. That is right.
You're so close.
Isaiah Joe days away. And I just got to say, there's a lot of steam for not just the Nuggets, but also some Eastern Conference teams to try to make a run at the championship. FanDuel's odds have actually gone up for the Thunder to win the NBA Finals. So in the past, like few weeks, whenever I've read like the odds, the Thunder were negative odds to win the Finals, which goes to show you, goes to show you how much of a favorite they are. That has crept up recently. There seems to be a lot of hype around the Denver Nuggets, a lot of hype around the Cleveland Cavaliers, and now
the Thunder have been negative.
Yeah, they've
when
been
did
negative.
I thought they were like plus 225 or something all off season.
It's still pretty good.
I'm like 90% sure. I'd have to go back and look at like previous episodes. I'm pretty sure that they were, at least the last time I looked, they were negative. But anywho, they are at a plus 210 now to win the NBA Finals. which
They probably weren't that good doing the NBA Finals, but they were
I
probably
think it was
pretty
always
close.
like 225.
They were probably pretty
210.
close to the top.
let's see here. If you put in $20, you can win 42. Put in $50, you can win 105. You can pretty much double your money with a wager like that.
Listen,
But also plus 210 is lower than minus.
Yeah. That would be good for
Yeah, it's
for
easier to win
bettors out
money
there.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even FanDuel, bro?
I didn't know what
do
you were
you
saying.
even
I was
bet,
very
bro?
confused. I wonder
Bro,
if you can
bro.
actually parlay. No, you can't. I was going to say, can you parlay Shea to win Finals MVP and the Thunder win the Finals? That would have been really sweet. But,
That'd be too easy. That'd be too easy.
again,
They know what they're doing over in FanDuel.
as we've talked about, you can bet the NBA awards, you can bet the NBA Finals winners, you can bet shots at the playoffs, division winners, conference winners, all your NBA bets at FanDuel.com. And like I said, there's a lot of promos, no sweat bets, profit boosts. There's so many things that you can do on FanDuel. So go on, jump on over today, bet on something for FanDuel for the NBA season coming up. And here we go. We have a big announcement. Very pleased to announce this. So we've been teasing it for the past couple weeks. But as a lot of you know, every year we have a Topic Thunder fan event. Now, what that entails is we have a game in which we have a link that you guys click the link to tickets. You purchase tickets through the link. They are at a set price. That those tickets do not go up or down throughout the season. It is a set price. That is with taxes. That is with fees. It's a great deal. And then you go to the game. You meet up with all of us. You get to meet up with many other Thunder fans. We've had over 100 people the last 3 years now. And then after the game, we're going to go down to the court, take a big group photo, and we're going to shoot a half-court shot. And if you make the half-court shot, like Dolan did last year, shout out Dolan, first member of the unit to make it. Actually,
I wasn't there, so
shootout. Oh yeah, of course. Actually, went to a shootout, and the winner of the shootout, the winner of the half-court contest, gets a basketball signed by the entire Thunder basketball team. And now I can say you basically get a basketball signed by the 2025 NBA champions in the Oklahoma City Thunder. So,
What a like, can we just say like
cool.
this last season we did this? What a bargain. Like whoever won that, like
I know, like seriously, that ball's probably worth.
That's so much money.
It's a good amount for sure. But in the past, we have had the Cleveland Cavaliers. We have had the Orlando Magic. Last year, as the Thunder started to meet the expectations of the fan base, and more people wanted to get out to the games, we had to dip in terms of our quality of opponent, and we had the Hornets. Still a fun game. Still got to see a lot of fun stuff. This year, I am happy to say that not only are we upping the quality of opponent from the Hornets, I would argue to say this is the highest quality opponent that we've had in the Topic Thunder fan event era. And so without further ado, I'm going to announce that the 4th annual Topic Thunder fan event will be taking place on March 15th, I believe. Yeah, March 15th at noon. This is a noon game. This is on Sunday. National television against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Wow.
You get to see a team that we just beat in the Western Conference Finals rematch. You get Anthony Edwards out there. You get,
Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. You get to see Rob with the shifts, Rob Dillingham. You get to see Jay McDaniels. Like, this is a awesome collection of talent that we get to see square up against the Thunder. And I'll say the Topic Thunder fan event, we are undefeated whenever we are in attendance for that.
3-0, 4-0.
I feel confident, but this is the lowest. This is the best chance that the Thunder have of messing up that record. But I feel confident that we're still going to pull it out. But
absolutely,
I wanted to announce that on the podcast. I wanted to give you guys the first shot. The people listening in the chat.
What's the date again? What's the date again?
March 15th on Sunday.
Okay.
Neither team's like on a back-to-back or anything.
Mm-hmm. No. And this is what's special. So in the past, we've had 3 different seating options. We've had lower arena, we've had club seating, we've had upper arena. again, with the Thunder being better, the Thunder coming off a championship, demand is high. So we will not have multiple seating options, but that's kind of a good thing because these seats are going to be affordable for everybody and we will all be together. So there are 3 upper level seats. You have Plaza, which is $32 a seat, Loft, which is $24 a seat, and Upper Loft, which is $20 a seat. You can get into the building to watch the Thunder play the Minnesota Timberwolves on national television with
ABC.
Yes, ABC will be broadcasting with your favorite podcast with Thunder fans surrounding you. And then after the game, you to go onto the court, take a post-game photo, have the half-court shot, try to win a basketball signed by the 2025 national champions. And you can do all that for $20 to $32.
That is such a good deal.
Champion, world champion, national champion. It doesn't matter. It all applies. Okay. But the thing is, this is different than years past. In years past, you could procrastinate. You could push it off. You could wait until literally like a week before and purchase your ticket. That is not the case this year. Not only like last year, I even said something similar to this. Like it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when we sell out. It's different this year. It's not a matter of if or when we sell out. It's a matter of if or when the link is dead. The link will be live until November 14th. Now, that is because of the demand of tickets. If there are still available tickets, we can offer an extension, but we have until November 14th to purchase your tickets. So, without further ado, I'm going to post the link in the chat so you guys can have first dibs.
Post it, brother.
Getting your tickets if you're here in the chat.
If you're in the chat, you get first dibs. And by the way, like it cannot be stated how like it was.
It cannot be stated.
Let's go.
It cannot be stated. I
Can
cannot
you
say
understand
it fast enough how important, how significant this ticket deal is, because not only are you getting to watch a game against probably one of the Western Conference contenders, you are going to be able to, like, the team that is on the court right now is the exact same team minus Dylan Jones. You know, we love him. Everybody else has
plus Brooks Barnheiser.
And Brooks Barnheiser. Everybody else was on the team that won the championship. You can get a signed basketball from basically the NBA champions by going to purchase this ticket. That's crazy. That's a crazy deal for what you were getting right now. But it's limited too, because in the past it's been like you could just wait to the last minute, which you do for every ticket, because that's how ticket sales works. You can't do this for this one. You have to act now. You have to get on it right now.
Yeah, the link is live. I'm showing it in the chat. You might be able to click the link in the chat. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It's in the chat. You should be able to click it from the chat. I'm showing it on the video just to show that I have it there in the chat. Looks like you have to have a Ticketmaster account before you can see available tickets. So click the link, log in, purchase your tickets. I cannot stress this enough. You have till November 14th. I'm going to post the link tomorrow. So this is your head start.
Yeah. Here's another thing about this is I'm always down for like new experiences. Like this is going to be a new experience for the fan of it, because we've never had a game that started at noon, so we can kind of like play around with that. Maybe we can meet up after the game instead of before the game.
That's a good point.
Maybe we can we can even meet up before the game for some brunch or something like that, or for some breakfast. Just new experiences with this. With
brunch and a little ball.
I mean, a little brunch and ball,
baby.
Brunch
I like it.
I think that's what happened to Topich. A little brunch and ball, and he had surgery.
Crunch and ball.
Crunch and ball.
Right. Like, this was the priority, trying to figure out the game, the dates, the prices, all that stuff, get the link out and everything. We will be working on what we will be doing that weekend. I would love to still play basketball, with our listeners like we did last year. We had a great time with those that got to come out for that. We will obviously still be doing the meetup at the parlor, as Alex was saying. I think I talked to Jerry. The plan is to still do is to do it after the game. And since it's, not before the game, we won't have any time constraint. Like you guys, you don't got to go home, but you can hang out there. You can hang out there as long as you'd like to.
You can watch Jerry descend into the bowels of the champagne bottle.
Yes.
In person.
Jerry as a enigma is very, very interesting. He's a very interesting character. And I feel like if you've never met him before or you've never been able to interact with him, that alone is worth the price of the billing.
No one works a room like Jerry Stevens does.
No one does.
Future politician.
And also, just talking about the Top of Thunder basketball game that we had. Shout out Jerry, who pulled up after playing 18 holes in his golf garb, ran up on the outdoor court and jumped on Mining Cone's team.
Absolutely
and dropped
dominated.
buckets on everybody.
And then rolled off in a scooter, and it's been forever immortalized.
Yes.
As a meme.
But yeah.
Shout out Jerry. One of my favorite Thunder people of all time. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's probably not the way to say it, but you know what I mean.
It cannot be stated how much he likes.
It can't be said.
Yes.
We'll stand it, dang it.
Well said.
But yeah, last time before we move on to our bowl predictions, hit the link, buy your tickets. Do not miss out on this awesome opportunity. And with that being said, let's jump back into the podcast, guys. We're going to talk bowl predictions. We're going to talk hot takes. We're going to talk Thunder. We're going to talk NBA. We're bringing back a segment that I introduced last year, and this is just giving its various degrees of bold or not bold. And it is, what was it? Cold, mild, bold, and wild. So what we're going to do is we're each going to go around. I'm going to pick you guys. You're going to state one of your takes, and we as a group are going to decide if the take is bold, mild, cold, or cold, wild, bold, or mild. So that is how we're going to do it. Let's start with Tyranny. I'm just kidding. We won't start with Tyranny again. Let's go backwards. Let's start with Alex. Tyranny, you said you didn't want to go first.
No, so I could go. I was just.
I already said Alex. It's fine.
Yeah. So cold, mild, bold, wild.
Cold, mild, bold, wild.
So you don't pick the degree. You just give us the take, and then we decide if it's cold, mild, bold, or wild.
We as
All
the
right.
audience.
So here's and then we're gonna do three Thunder, one NBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 Thunder, 1 NBA.
Oh, okay. So
I have too many.
let's get wild. Let's
I have
get
too many to
crazy.
choose, see if it's okay.
So
Okay.
Isaiah Hartenstein,
Oh,
from what I saw,
Starting off with Thunder. Okay.
from what I saw in the Charlotte game here in Oklahoma City, he's gonna hit 33s this year.
Oh,
Mind you,
three did not
I know it was a deep two. It
count,
was
which
very,
is atrocious.
very deep too. I know, but it looked good. He's only hit 27 in his career, so I think he's gonna hit 30 this season, and he's gonna
30?
shoot he's gonna shoot like at least 33%.
30. That's a crazy take. I don't know.
Alex
I don't
made
know.
the same take with Steven Adams a couple of years ago, and it was when
Yes.
Adams hit the half-court shot, and he got it right on the head.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
It
so
was more
in
for
theory,
And-
what Alex is saying is Hartenstein's going to have a half court shot.
No. Because that one I was hedging my bets because I said he would hit a 3. Steven Adams would hit a 3, and he actually did. This one I'm saying he's gonna hit 30 of them.
33s?
33s?
33s,
Yeah,
Alex?
for the
Oh,
season.
my.
Not in a game for the season.
Okay,
I know,
obvious.
but still 33s.
It's
Yes.
definitely
You get 0.
whatever the
I'm
top
going
is
wild.
of the scale.
Yeah,
I forgot, but
That's
wild
wild.
is the toppest.
I'm going
Hey,
wild.
he had a season where he hit 14 to 30. Like that's all I'm saying.
I'm raising the flag. I'm going
that
wild.
man is in there. I'm
I'm going wild.
Yep, Dolan agrees. I like it though. Like, I mean,
I like having bold, like out there bold takes though. That's what we need. I appreciate that.
Okay.
But I can't see it happening.
All right. Well, I guess it'll be at your discretion if you want to share a Thunder NBA tweet take first. So, Dolan, we'll go to you, sir.
Okay, here we go. The Thunder will be a little bit worse.
Oh,
Dolan, you stupid butthole.
What is it, 66?
Why would you say that?
Where are we going? 66?
Why would you? Why?
Yeah,
No, Dolan, no.
I can tell you, you all think it's very bold. You're all flabbergasted.
No, because that's stupid. That's stupid.
Aghast.
stupid.
Here's what Dolan just said. Hey guys, I think the NBA champions might be a little bit less better than they were. They just won the NBA championship, Dolan.
They will be quite good.
No, you can't. That's a stupid take. No.
Can I just
Let him go.
Are you gonna?
Okay. I'm gonna exit, but you can say I'm gonna exit though. Say what you want to say.
The double big lineup only played 20 games in the regular season last year.
Stupid.
The net ratings across the board are better single big. It's just the way it has been.
Yes.
They're gonna get a lot more double big this year. And look, it's great. It's gonna make them unstoppable in the playoffs because they're gonna have all season to perfect the double big lineup.
Baby. Triple big.
It's better for health. Like it's gonna help keep Chet healthy, not having to bang at the 5 all game long. He's still gonna play at the 5 quite a bit. But just that little, like the extra double big it's gonna ding their net rating a little bit. They're going to be a little bit worse. It's going to be in service of being better in the playoffs. It's an investment.
Hey guys, I think
plus I think Cason, like that we've seen them. Okay, they're going to let Cason try to spread his wings. Topic is going to get to play. Like AJ is going to get more opportunity. I just think a little bit worse.
Process over results, baby.
I'm going bold on this one. I don't think it's wild because, we had a historical season, but I don't agree with it, as you'll see in one of my takes later. But I'll go bold. Hey, shout out Maddie. He got his ticket.
What was the scale again? Hot, cold, bold, wild? Was that
cold, mild, bold, wild?
Cold, mild, bold, wild? Okay. Got it.
I'm going to go mild on that one.
I agree, Alex.
Oh,
you said I was crazy.
Well, I mean, and I didn't. No, Tierney was the one that was like completely off the wall. Like he needs to put like fire mild or fire wild, whatever the hell.
Wild.
I just think it's mild because like I could see a situation where the Thunder's record ends up being a little bit worse because A, they're maybe prioritizing more rest. B, injuries happen. Maybe J-Dub sits out a little bit more early in the season than he normally does, and so maybe that affects him a little bit.
Maybe he misses the first 10 games or something.
Yeah, exactly. And the Thunder start off like 6-4 instead of like 10-0 type thing. It's
hard to recover to 68 from a 6-4 stretch at any point in the season.
I could see it.
Really never did that.
Hence the mildness.
All right, I need to do here's what I need to do: a better job of justifying, a worse job of justifying my answer.
There you go.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you were going to make an argument that is like, hey guys, the team that just won the NBA Finals, that had the best like winning record in I don't know how many years, had the best plus minus record of the last couple centuries, they're probably going to do a little bit worse than what they did last year. That's obvious. Like obviously they're not going to be able to recreate all of that. That's my problem.
Oh,
Chet missed half the season. Like,
but you cannot extrapolate that. Like you can't just say if Chet was here, he would have done this many minutes. Like that's part of the developing process.
I'll just go ahead and say I'm flipping it on its head. I think that this team will not only be better next year, record-wise.
Is this your take?
This is my take. So I think the Thunder will, one, take the title for the overall net rating. And I think that they will, if they stay healthy, this is the big caveat. If they stay healthy, they break the Warriors record, and it's happening.
That's crazy.
And this is the reason why. Dolan kind of alluded to it, and his defense of the spiciness of his take is not only did Chet miss most of the year last year, they missed Hartenstein in the beginning of the year. Like, obviously, Dub is yeah. We didn't have a big for like ever. Like, we was playing Kenrich Williams, we was playing Jalen Williams as our big man. So we're going into the year pretty healthy, aside from Topic's testicles and
his testicles are a problem. Yeah,
Dub rehabbing his hand. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not even counting Sorber because we're not going to see him out there. But we're coming fresh off of a championship run in which there were flaws. Like, as fun as the run was, it wasn't I don't want to say it wasn't a dominant stretch, but it was convincing, but it wasn't dominant in the playoffs. We went to 2 game sevens.
Okay. I'm about to say, we looked at the schedule, we looked at the record. It was pretty dominant whenever we looked at the rundown of the season, but the postseason, yes.
Yeah. It wasn't like we didn't run through the playoffs by any stretch of the imagination. But again, this is a young team. Once again, like, this was their second real playoff run. I mean, first deep playoff run. And, they got the scars that Chris Vernon always talks about. Like, they got that experience. Like, they was able to get knocked down multiple times in multiple series and bounce back and come back and, deliver a counterstrike. And I think that, again, this is an offseason in which Shea doesn't have anything going on. He's been able to work on growing his game. Chet Holmgren fully healthy for the first time since last offseason. Again, gets to work on in the offseason, doesn't have to work on rehabbing, doesn't have to work on getting back in conditioning. Like, he's 100%. He got to work on growing his game. He got to work on getting in the gym and trying to get stronger again. This team, as good as they were last year, the ceiling kind of fell out on them because of all the injuries around them. Not even just the big men. AJ Mitchell was playing a role earlier in the year. We lost him for pretty much the entire season. Jalen Williams battled injuries off and on, wear and tear from, kind of being a big man. Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, they missed time. Really the only guy on the team, Cason Wallace missed time. Caruso was being low managed. Really the only guy on the team that was consistently out there night after night was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And he put the team on his back. He got MVP. He brought us to the promised land, but he didn't have to do that. And if the team is able to stay healthy, that same defensive intensity, that same selflessness with the basketball, sharing the basketball, like, we saw early in the year, Shai doesn't want to, necessarily like just dribble the air out of the basketball. Like, he wants to move. He wants to get his teammates involved. I mean, we've seen that through his career. It was kind of necessity, like, to the point where after those guys got injured, Shai's like, all right, crap. Like, I've got to do this in order for us to win games. So I could see him kind of spreading it out a little bit while still getting his. And I see, Chet Holmgren taking an all-star leap. I could see Jalen Williams again, furthering his expansion into an all-NBA guy. I think that if this Thunder team is healthy, they're going to take the bumps and bruises that they had last year, all the times they got knocked down and bounced right back up. They're going to take this offseason of learning. And, I mentioned it a couple of pods ago, like, this is a team that still has a chip on their shoulder. Like, there's still people talking about how, they went to 2 game sevens. If Tyrese Halliburton didn't tear his Achilles, they would have won the championship. Like, there's still people doubting them and diminishing what they did. And so they're like, Jalen Williams said it in his YouTube video. He's like, well, I guess we're just going to have to go in it again and see what they say after that. So I think this team's coming for blood this year.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty spicy take. I think that is, you talk about best record ever. then it's pretty spicy, and it's always going to be pretty spicy.
We wasn't far off with injuries.
We weren't. I mean, but like 82 games is a long journey, and we saw last year we were injured last year, and we still won 68. But it's a long journey, and things happen, and it's a long winding road. So I'm gonna say that's a pretty what's it? Cold, mild,
Bold, wild.
bold, wild. I'm gonna say that's a bold take.
Okay, I'll take
It's
that.
bold. It's bold. Yeah.
I mean, it's never been done before, so like I guess it would be tough to do.
Pretty bold.
The reason I kind of tried to preemptively zag with they're going to be a little bit worse is it's just this team set such a high bar last year that it's really hard to do a hot take about how good they can be, because like everything's on the table. Of course they can win 74 games. Like that's only 6 more than last year. If they didn't have 2 of them were back to back when J-Dub had to play center for a week and a half and ran out of steam. Like that's, you're 2 out of the 6 of the way there, just like that. So yeah, it's definitely on the table.
Yep. And shout out to the people in the chat. We got JB in the chat. Me and Alex got our tickets. We got Matt in the chat saying same. Let's go. Hey, early bird catches the worm, man. If you're in the chat, you got first dibs on the tickets. So shout out to the people in the chat. All right, Tierney, where do you, man? You can go NBA, you can go Thunder. What's oh wait, I'm sorry. What was your grade for mine?
For your take, I said something. I mean, I was mild, I think.
Damn.
Okay.
It's mild for Dolan. It's mild for Dolan to be lower, but it's mild for me to be like higher.
What was your take again? Sorry.
NBA wins record and best net rating of all time.
I was trying to remember. Like I'm
That's fair. I rambled a lot.
That's okay. Whatever I said was not meant to be.
So basically, Tierney wanted the too long didn't read version of what you said.
I need the TLDR.
TLDR is we break the Warriors record and we break the Bulls net rating record next year.
Oh yeah, that's not mild at all. That's I'll say bold. Why not?
Okay, cool.
Sure.
I'll take bold.
Mild, bold.
I really thought I could get to wild. That's upsetting.
Went from bold to bold.
We won 80 games.
Oh, that's wild.
All right, Tierney, it's to you, man.
I think Cason Wallace might have had the greatest shot of the NBA season.
The illegal one?
Yeah. It counted, Dolan. What are you going to say about that? It counted. So it's the greatest NBA shot of the NBA season. That's my bold.
Is it of the NBA season?
It's not the NBA season. It's the preseason, but it's like. Have you ever seen a shot like that?
Preposition.
Have you ever seen a shot like that? Ever in like
nearby the NBA season, maybe? Yeah, I have seen it. I've seen Kobe do something quite similar, and it was disallowed.
Was this one disallowed?
No, but it also does not exist on any basketball reference page.
This is true.
Interesting.
The universe has disallowed it.
Interesting.
I'll say wild just because you used the word greatest, and I think that great equates to like buzzer beaters, like game.
But like let me preface it real quick. It's Cason Wallace's shot was the greatest shot in an NBA game behind the backboard. There we go. That's my very specific qualifier. It was
behind. It might be the only one. So
no. Nick Collison.
Yeah, because all the other ones were illegal.
No. Nick Collison had one for sure behind the backboard, and it went in.
Who's had one for sure?
Nick Collison. He had one behind the backboard. I have to. It's gonna take me forever to pull it up, but our own NBA player who is in the rafters of our arena has had this. I'm gonna have to look it up now. I'm gonna have to find this.
And an assistant GM now.
Yeah, he is an assistant GM. I'm gonna have to find this. And
he got a ring.
Yeah, he did.
Did he actually get a ring for this?
Sure. Yeah.
He
gets a ring. Awesome. DJ White gets a ring. Eric Mayer gets a ring.
Royce Young got a ring.
Nazi Muhammad gets a ring.
Yeah. Shout out all those guys.
I'm wondering because a lot of teams will send it to anybody who was like on the team, even if they got traded during the year. So I'm wondering if like
Malafe Leones.
I'm blanking. Who's the German center who was traded to us at the deadline just to be waived? Daniel Tice. I wonder if he got a ring. He was on the roster.
Yeah, but he never played. Yeah, he don't get it.
Do you have to?
It would be hilarious though.
Royce Young didn't play.
Let's check his Wikipedia page real quick.
After doing some research, Nicholas Cason did not shoot a basket behind the backboard in an NBA game. But
did you just chat GTP that?
No, I was doing some research, but it is still impressive from Cason Wallace.
I think Larry Bird had one that did not count.
That may have been not preseason.
That's likely true. Yeah.
Cason Wallace,
another reason.
Dolan, are you really going to poo on this shot from Cason Wallace? Are you really going to poo
what
on
shot?
That
I don't
shot
think it exists.
You know what shot?
Fake news.
All right.
Are you really
got a shot that should not have counted in a game that did.
That was an amazing shot, but you're going to poo on it.
All right.
I'm going cold.
You're going cold. Okay.
I don't like this.
I guess
I'm going wild. Yeah.
I'm going
That's
wild.
where I went.
Okay, you can go wild. That's fine. That's fine.
Insane.
Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it at least. Acknowledge it at least.
Wild.
Alex, where do you go with this?
Wild.
I'm gonna say cold.
This whatever. Okay. Let's acknowledge it at least.
Okay.
I don't like how Dolan is.
My real answer is that your answer should not count.
That's stupid. That's stupid, Dolan.
We're allowing it to count because it's preseason.
It counted in a game.
If this was regular season, I'd be waving it off.
I just gotta say it's the sweet third you got on Tierney.
Dolan, if this counted in a game and it was like 98 to 94 against whoever, why would you not count that? Why would you not count that?
It's a preseason game.
No. I'm saying not preseason.
But it was
94 regular season game.
If it was regular season, I would have to be like, look, it's on. Like you can go find it on his basketball reference page. It exists. It's real. He always will have credit for those points. Like there are baskets that don't count. Right? How about this? Like James Harden will never have those 2 points for that dunk he made, and that's just the way it is.
Why are you so against this? Why are you so against Cason Wallace having a shot?
All right, we've talked way too long about Cason Wallace.
Whatever. It's fine. I just want Stephen Dolan to acknowledge that the shot counts because it does. It's a great shot, and he needs to count it.
All right. Moving on to my NBA take. My NBA take is that Jason Tatum returns to play in the 2025-2026 season. And his return, the Celtics are able to keep their head above water long enough that Jason Tatum's return pushes them into the play-in, and they earn a playoff spot from the play-in.
I like that.
I think it's cold. I mean, he's saying he has announced that he wants to play.
Dolan is such
he wants to play.
Dolan
is such a want to play.
The East sucks. Like, how far out of the play-in can they get? You know, like if they're on pace for 35 wins, then having him for the last.
All right, fine. I'll amend it. Top 4 seed.
Okay. Wild. I think that changes it all the way to
Let's
wild
go.
based on the teams they have to pass. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. I just wanted to, I was mad about the
Just
cold.
wanted to
so-
spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
it up.
No, I'll stick with the just makes the playoffs out of the play-in game. Alex, what do you think about that one?
So cold, mild, bold, wild.
Wild.
Let's say it's mild.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll take that over cold.
Because everything that he's been saying, everything that he's been showing is that he's progressing. Maybe he's progressing a lot quicker than most Achilles injuries have progressed. And, they did talk about that. Literally, he got hurt, and that same night he was having surgery. And so they say that that helps him to recovery. It doesn't, it prevents too much scar tissue from developing. And so, hey, if this is a new way to kind of treat Achilles injuries and to treat this and that, and it helps them come back quicker, then he may be the pioneer when it comes to that. So, yeah, I'll say it's a mild take.
But then they have to get the 4 seed.
Well,
he said
playoffs.
He said he'll stick with the playoffs.
Because I don't believe the 4 seed.
Downgrading to bold.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Tierney?
Both of my takes, I think, are conference champions.
No, I'm saying what did you rank mine?
Oh, my bad. I think
I don't think he heard anything you said.
no. I was listening before this. I think Miles as well.
Okay. Alex, going to you, man. It can be NBA or it can be the Thunder one.
I'll stick with my Thunder one.
Okay.
Aaron Wiggins.
Aaron
will be the 6th man of the year for the NBA.
That's bold. That's the boldest.
That's wild.
That's wild. That's the wildest I've ever heard.
Bro, I don't think I watch him play and it's just again, this is a guy that is 26, 27 years old. He came into the league. I think he was a 4-year player at Maryland, maybe a 3-year player at Maryland. So he's a little bit older, but he seems to get better every year, and he seems to excel at the role that he has on the Thunder. And so, he's continued to develop his shot. He's continued to develop his game out there. And what I see out there is I see a player that whenever it's a game where Shea and the other starters aren't playing, he's guaranteed to get 25 plus. And then you throw in games where Shea and Dub and all of them are still playing, and he still goes out there and scores 40 points against the Knicks and brings that team back in the fourth quarter. He has that in him continuously. And so I think this may be the year where he just, we drop that whole, he plays sometimes he's a DMPCD, a healthy DMPCD. I think he's literally going to play a ton of games off the bench, and I think he's going to score points. I think he's going to, rack up stats, and he's going to get the 6th man of the year.
Yeah, I go bold just because I feel like there's a lot of names on the Thunder that can fill that 6-man role on any given night. And I just think that hurts his chances. It kind of goes back to the whole
defensive player.
What should have been the whole Lou Will Montrezl Harrell thing, disqualifying them and then allowing Dennis Schroeder to win 6th man of the year, because by definition, if you have 2 people in the top 3 to 6th man of the year, one of them has to be a 7th man. So that that's kind of my take.
That made no sense that year. I still think one of those 2 should have been 6th man of the year. But I agree. For Alex's take, very bold. I don't know how one of them gets.
Yeah, wild.
I say bold. That was a very bold take.
What can you check real quick on FanDuel what his if there are?
I don't think he has odds.
I'll post it. I'll put it up on the YouTube stream here.
I don't think the Thunder have anybody for 6th man of the year odds.
They don't.
Oh no, Aaron Wiggins is plus 5,500.
Wow.
What place is that?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I
8,
can't-
9,
I can't
10,
actually
11,
show
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Let's not count.
23.
Let's
It's
not. You know
23rd.
what? You know what? Never mind. You know what? Never.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
hey, I've done so well on FanDuel stuff. Smash it. Smash it. Go ahead.
Smash.
The
It's my
same
bold,
guy.
it's my wild bold take. Smash it.
The same guy that had you taken under on Shohei's strikeouts, and he
Yeah.
got it in like 2 innings.
Damn it.
Yeah, no. I mean, hey, I would love it. Like, I definitely agree he has the archetype, and on any other team, I think that he could win it. Like, he has the skill set, he has the ability, absolutely. It's just, I just go back to, like, some nights we're going to need Wiggins scoring. Some nights we're going to need Cason Wallace's defense. Some nights we're going to need Caruso's chaotic energy. Like, it just, on any given night, there's a different 6-man.
I have another bold take to kind of add to that.
Oh,
And this one's going to be unpopular.
oh God.
Wow.
Is that Aaron Wiggins will be the first player to ask to be traded to another team so that he can
What?
assume more
Dude, I
responsibilities.
Alex, what
I
are you
almost
doing?
put this.
No.
Oh no.
Why would you say that?
I mean, it's going to happen, man.
Why
It's
would
gonna
you
eventually
with
happen?
CAA
project into
like
the
3 weeks ago?
zeitgeist?
It's going to eventually happen, man. Like,
Not now, though.
and his favorite movie is Spirit, about a horse that wants to get, that wants to be free.
Stallion of the Cimarron.
It's out there, man. The signs are out there.
God dang it! What the heck?
Wow. Well,
On the
that's
other,
a bummer.
like I think what we would prefer to happen is that he's on such a great contract that like as a roster attrition happens, as the team gets more expensive, he's like the one that's like
People want.
indispensable.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like this contract has to stay. It's such great value. But yeah, I mean his role will grow in that way, but maybe not for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. I like it though. I like where your head's at. Dolan, let's go to you, man. What is your next take? You can go NBA, you can go another Thunder.
Thunder, 3 All-Stars, Chet, second team All-NBA, and all defense.
This is layered.
Jalen Williams,
This is about
neither All-NBA nor all defense.
Oh, time missed.
Who was the last?
Eligible miss.
Eligible miss.
That is wild.
Jalen Williams makes neither all defense nor all NBA.
J-Dab.
Oh,
J-Dab or J-Will?
J-Dab.
J-Dub.
J-Dab.
Jay Will.
Well, both, I suppose.
Talk about elite.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's see. So cold, mild, bold, wild.
Chet, second team All NBA.
I don't say it's wild, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say all 3 make All-Star. Shea and Chet.
I actually think it's kind of mild.
Oh, you didn't even mention Shea. You're just talking about Chet. All NBA, all defense.
Second team All NBA.
Oh, second team. Oh, I like it. For that, I gotta put bold, but I do like it.
Wow.
I won't do wild because I'm still. I think Dub was awesome last year. Like, I'm not taking anything away from him, especially 40 points in the finals on a with ligaments torn in your wrist. Like you're forever a legend, and like Thunder at full
Absolutely.
score. I still think there's a world where Chet Holmgren's a better player for the Thunder.
And I think J-Dub will make future All NBA teams, for the record. Like, I don't think that was like a one-hit wonder, but he kind of barely squeaked in on both teams. And there were a lot of people injured. And I don't think, like, if all his stats remain the same and he doesn't have that part of the season where he had to play center, I think he might not have made all defense, just because that was really good for like his narrative and his reputation.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't change how good he was, obviously, but I think that really helped with people being like, and he had to play center for 2 weeks. Look at this versatility. So like if he doesn't have to do that and Chet is as awesome as I think he's going to be and kind of like supersedes him a little bit, then I think it would be really easy for him to just fall to like from whatever he was 13th in all NBA voting to like 17th, and that's a miss.
Hey, it's him. Very nice. Well, I was going to go to Tierney next, but he has left the podcast for some reason.
He has left the building.
So I'll go ahead and go to. We'll go back to Alex. Why not?
To me,
Yeah, Alex. What is your NBA take? Since you guys elected to do NBA last.
so my NBA take is I don't like this. I really don't. But the Dallas Mavericks will finish with the 3rd seed in the Western Conference.
Wow. So just for perspective,
That's wild.
Let me.
You're talking above, like only only 2 of OKC, Denver, Houston, Minnesota.
I think
Lakers,
Houston,
Clippers, Warriors.
Yeah, only
I
2
think
of these
Houston
can finish above.
Yeah, so I think Houston is going to. I think it's still going to be good. Don't get me wrong.
They don't know about dribble.
Yeah, they don't have anybody that can dribble, that can get the ball to, get the ball to Durant, get the ball to their scorers there like consistently, like Van Fleet would have. And it's going to take some time for the guys that they do have, to actually assimilate and into that role. Like Amen Thompson, for as good as he is as far as like a playmaker, he's a good playmaker as a secondary or tertiary playmaker. Now he's being asked to be the primary playmaker. Same thing with Reed Shepherd as far as, what are you going to do with Reed Shepherd out there when he has to play a team that has, no guard under 6'7" type thing. And so I think Houston will struggle out the gate a little bit. And I think they'll recover and they'll get better throughout the season. They'll probably be playing their best ball as we get into the playoffs. But I think that will cause their record to suffer a little bit. And I do think that Cooper Flagg is going to be a pretty good player, man. I think he's going to be, from day one, a good defensive player, a good offensive player. And so I think, maybe if we see a season where Anthony Davis stays healthy enough, D'Angelo Russell is good enough as a playmaker, as a point guard, and then, is good enough until Kyrie gets back and starts to play a good amount. That team is very defensively built. They're huge as far as interior wise with all the big men they have. I think they're going to give teams issues. They're going to give teams problems. They're going to give teams in the West issues as far as how big they are. And I think they're going to end up with a pretty good record. So a record good enough to be the 3rd seed in the West.
Okay. For perspective, currently FanDuel in the conference odds has the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Wolves, the Rockets, the Clippers, and the Warriors above the Mavericks. That's 7 teams, and Alex has them at 3rd. I'm also going to go wild just because I don't remember what my predictions was, but I'm pretty sure I had Rockets and Nuggets 2 and 3. I agree. The Rockets definitely took a hit with having nobody could dribble the basketball. But I think that they still have a very talented team. They've got a lot of length. They're going to be nightmarish defensively. So yeah, I'm gonna stay wild because I do think the Mavs could be good, and if Kyrie is going to be back this year, I think that they could be really scary. But they're relying on D'Angelo Russell as their one, and despite how many clips people want to post of D'Angelo Russell in a meaningless preseason game, we have years of data about the type of player D'Angelo Russell is, and he's not that guy.
Yeah. Well, that's my wild take.
Yeah, Tierney, are you there? Can you hear us?
Oh,
beautiful. Alex said the Mavericks will be a 3 seed in the West. Your rating?
3 seed? That's not too bad. Bold. What was between bold and
Cold Mile, Bold Wild?
I'll say that's wild, but not mild. because
those are very different.
That's true. I have a different standing in the Western Conference Finals, which I'll preview soon. But I'll say that's I'll say that's mild for sure.
Damn,
Did you just switch?
that's
Did
mild.
you just say
I'm a little
wild?
confused.
Whatever.
Is
the first time.
the M right side up or upside down?
Why wild?
Is it mountains or valleys?
What this one? The wild.
Wild. Okay.
Wild.
You just changed it again. I'm so confused.
Right.
My bad. My bad.
If we ask you again,
It's-
are you going to change
It
it?
is the wildest of mild takes.
Tierney, blink twice if you're okay, man.
It is the
You mean
He's
mildest
having
of
a
wild
stroke.
things?
it is the wildest of mild takes.
I still think, wouldn't it be mildest? I'm done. Okay. Tierney,
Wildest of wild takes?
we're going back to you because we had to skip you because you ran away. What is your NBA take? Well, I guess you have NBA and a Thunder take, so you can pick one or the other.
I'm gonna go NBA first. I have a couple NBA takes. They're kind of the same. I don't know which one I like first, so I'm gonna say them both.
Pick the wilder of the two.
In your opinion,
I don't know which one's wilder though.
I mean, if they're both wild, great.
I think the Pistons are winning the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, that's wild.
Ooh.
That's
God.
my wildest take.
That's wild.
Wow.
I like it, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Spicy.
Yeah. I love Cade. I love what he's done in preseason. I think what they've done in the offseason has been really good. I don't know, like there's nothing that I can say that's like, here's the statistic. Here's how you extrapolate that statistic. There's nothing there. But I'm just like, I love this team. And I love the like general starting lineup. I don't know. Someone's talking in the background. It's distracting me.
This is giving me.
Sorry.
I can't. I'm gonna replace an earphone so I can talk. I love this team. I don't know why, but like I love the K, Jaden Ivey, Jaden Stewart, like or Isaiah Stewart lineup of like, I don't know. Oh, I just love this team. They're gritty. They're grind. Get an Eastern Conference Finals win out of. They're grindy. I think they're going to get an Eastern Conference Finals championship out of this team at the end of the day. I am very confident in that.
They
That's
are
wild.
currently
That's wild, bro.
fifth in the Eastern Conference behind the Cavs, the Knicks, the Magic, and the Hawks.
I agree. Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say bold, and it kind of for reasons that kind of feed into my NBA take.
Okay. I like it.
But bold. It is bold at the very least.
Yeah,
That's
I'll say bold because the East is kind of wide open.
It is. That's a part of it. It's wide open. Like
Is it?
there's no one clear winner. Every team is downtrodden. This Detroit
New York?
Pistons can win this division or this conference.
I mean,
I guess the
I'm
team
behind
put
you.
out-
I'm behind you. I'm like 100% behind you. Like, I think the class of the East is Cleveland and New York. And after that, if you're picking another team after that, I think that's pretty wild. So good job
All right.
there.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Dolan on his NBA take, and I'm going to turn off my camera and mute my mic because
No, keep whispering.
I love the whispers. The
Hey,
whispers make it interesting.
it was
Thunder
not
after
as bad
dark,
of a,
baby.
it wasn't as bad of a hot mic as Brandon Raybar. Did you
Did you pee?
poop?
Did you poop? Yeah, that was it. Did you poop? That's great. Okay, so my hot NBA take for the overall NBA is that the rest of these teams are garbage.
I agree. Full heart.
There's not another really good team except the Thunder this year. Like,
Agreed.
I guess if I had to, every team has like major flaws, with the only team I can't like quantify or like name outright their major flaw are the Cavs, and they just like cannot do it in the playoffs. Like it's kind of the like shock jock thing, but they just fall apart in the playoffs both of the last 2 years. It's like I don't trust them at all. Every other team has like one-way players or like a major weakness that you can point at. Like Denver's the team I respect the most, but even them, it's like all this bench depth they've added, these are all one-way players who are going to get played off the court either on defense or cannot shoot and are not going to be able to stay on the court. Or like I think Bruce Brown is washed for a couple of years. I just do not respect their depth. So I guess if I had to like quantify this, I'm going to say the Thunder are going to lose like 3 games in next year's playoffs going to the championship. Because
man,
three whole games.
They got taken to 7 this year twice because they choked away 2 game ones. Like they played well enough to win 5 of 7 games in those 2 series.
We have to acknowledge how ass we were in the playoffs for like games 1 and 2.
It was just game ones, and then like game 6 of the finals.
Yeah,
and then,
we were kind of bad.
Like,
we were kind of bad.
What do you mean?
I'm saying like in those early games, we were ass.
Yeah, but they played well. They just choked away game 1 and 3 of the Denver series. They choked away game 1 of the finals, just completely blew it, like had it in hand with a minute left and completely choked it away. Like those were 5-game series.
Yeah.
8 times out of 10 or something. Like if you simulate those 10 times, those are 5
if you win that
games.
first game. Yeah.
And I just think like that, inflation of those series length because of the Thunder's youth and their inability to like close those games out that they learned from makes people feel like they were less good than they actually were when they were like dominant in a lot of ways in the playoffs. And I don't think any of these teams are going to like even give them a challenge this season. So that's my hot take, I guess, is that these teams are garbage. The Thunder are like walking to the championship next year.
Damn.
Agreed.
And yet they're going to be worse next year.
But if you remember it was because they're going to invest in that 2 big lineup.
Oh yeah. So they're dominating the playoffs.
So they'll dominate in the playoffs.
So going back to what I said earlier in the podcast, like they didn't just like go through the playoffs in dominance. Like this year, they're
exactly. But that's also what I'm saying is they kind of low-key did go through the playoffs in dominance last year. They just choked away the game 1 that turned it into a long series. Like if they had just handled business in those last minutes, those were both 5-game series, and we look at this completely differently.
Yeah, 2 Aaron Gordon threes away from sweeping the Nuggets. So
for real,
yeah.
And the game 1 of the finals, like they would have won that in 5 if that last 2 minutes of that finals game didn't happen. So I just think they're going to have learned from that, and their overall statistical dominance is just going to carry them like easily through the playoffs next year.
Yep, I'm with that. Alex, you already gave your other take, right? Yes. Okay, so it's back to me for Thunder. Then we can go to Tierney if he jumps back on here for his last Thunder take. My take is that it's an oldie but a goodie. I think I say it every year, but I'm putting layers to it. Yeah, there's layers to it.
If Shea gets in the lab.
It's a 3-layer cake, all right? First layer, Shea is going to have a 50-40-90 season. Look, I mean, the 3 looks great, guys. Like it just does. I mean, he was. I don't remember. I don't have his stats pulled up right now, but I know he didn't get it in the 3-point wise. I think he was like 37.5%. So like not crazy far off. Like I get that's a big jump to make, but he was shooting a lot of those like off the dribble pull ups early in the season, and that tanked his percentage early on. So I think that if the preseason is any indication, like the shot looks good, he's shooting efficiently. Even though he's shooting them off the dribble, he has a season in his bag of like, getting to that shot now that, it's a shot that we can rely on. I think that those numbers can go up. So that's the first layer of the cake. Second layer of the cake, J-Dub, 50, 40, 80 season. And the last layer of the cake, Chet Holmgren, 50, 40, 75.
Bro, if they're all shooting
all
that,
shoot well from three. That's what you got.
we're winning 75 games easily.
What did I say?
Consistent.
What did I say?
Yeah. If that's happening, like shit, bye NBA. The amount of crying that will come out of Twitter from other fan bases will like spark me for the next decade. Like, yeah.
I like the consistency in the takes. I remember like a couple years ago when you were like, they're going to be the number one offense and number one defense or something. And then you were like, and the 3 seed. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. No, I said they'd be top 10 offense, top 10, top
okay.
5 defense or something
Top
like that.
Top 5. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, man. That sounds like a 2 seed. Sounds like a 1 seed. And you know what? They ended up being the 1 seed. So maybe I was just trying to dampen my my expectations a little bit. But yeah, that's the efficiency cake for it. It's the 3-layer cake.
So yeah, I mean that's
bold.
At least I mean it's not off the table. They can all 3 shoot like that. Like we've seen them be right. It's a mild improvement for all 3 of them, but getting 3 of something consecutively is tough. So or simultaneously.
Bold.
Yeah, and in terms of 3 of something, you could group 3 things and make a parlay on FanDuel. There you go.
Hey, nice.
I don't know that Tierney's going to join us again, so I don't think we'll get his final Thunder take.
I got a few more we can rapid fire if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, do something.
Did I just? Oh wait, there it is. Okay. Shea 8 assists a game.
Ooh.
I like that. I don't think it's bold. I think it's mild. I think that
from 6.5, so it was pretty good hike. But
he's improved every season as a playmaker, and I mean, hey, it's looking good. That's all I gotta say.
I think that because more mouths are going to be fed. I think this is the year finally that Shea goes under 30 points. 29.9.
That's that goes hand in hand. AJ Mitchell 8th in minutes per game. So that would put him above Joe and Caruso probably if it was like last year, as well as Jay Will, but that's not that
Can you maybe change that caveat to like games played versus minutes played?
Well, I mean us and he plays like whatever 65, 70 games or whatever, a full season's worth of games. Like good. He's legitimately in the like short rotation.
Yeah. I would say it's kind of cold.
Okay, fine.
I'll say it's at least mild. Yeah. Maybe bold. I'll give you bold.
I think he's that good.
He's like over 20 minutes a game, basically.
Yeah. I think he's that good.
I'd say that's bold.
Yeah, that's pretty bold.
And then last one. So remember I have Jalen Williams, J-Dub not making all defense, but still the Thunder having 3 players in the top 7 of all defense voting.
Who would 3?
So basically it hinges, it's either Cason or Caruso has to qualify. And then it's Chet and Dort. I
mean, Shea's always there.
He was like 16th or 17th last year.
Yeah.
So not just top. So the Thunder only had 1 of these last year. Last year, Dort was first team, and then J-Dub was 8th.
Yeah.
In all defense voting.
Okay.
And that was the only people that made it.
I like that.
All right. That's all.
I will give that one I'll also give that one a mild just because we know what this Thunder defense is.
Well, this is why they were quick ones that I'd left off.
So I'm going to do some quick hits, but I'm going to ask questions.
Okay.
Does Russell Westbrook play this year in the NBA?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think he will.
Where?
Sacramento.
What is the problem with Sacramento? They have too many guards. They don't have a roster
they
spot
could,
currently.
for some reason, nobody wants Monk.
Mm.
And so
I
they
want
feel like
Monk.
they have like too many ball handlers, I guess. I don't know. It's very strange. But like there's been pictures of Russ on his yacht, like in Sacramento Bay or whatever. Like he's been around.
He's there.
So yeah.
Oh, shout out Hayden. Hayden said
That seems like the easy one, but I feel like injuries always open up spots for these vets, you know, like if D'Angelo Russell got hurt, that would be an easy call to Russ.
Honestly, if
just call him immediately.
If nobody signed him by the extension the poison pill deadline or whatever, like December 15th or whatever, the Rockets could use him.
Gosh, that would be amazing.
No, it wouldn't. I wouldn't like it.
No, gross.
I mean, narrative wise, like, just hate watching it. Like that would be amazing to watch.
Well,
I feel like he should be on the Bucks. Like,
night.
what are the Bucks?
I do too.
They need another player who can play basketball.
Is
And, like,
it KPJ? Cole Anthony?
Yeah, I feel like he has the same kind of mentality as Giannis. Like
he's like little Giannis.
Because Giannis is an asshole, and I love it. I love that about him. Like he's not out here trying to play with players in the offseason. Like Giannis is that kind of has that kind of mentality, which then leads me to my next question. Will Giannis finish out the year with the Milwaukee Bucks?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's an off-season trade.
But it's going to get real hot next offseason. Real hot.
I think that
Russ should play for the Wolves. They need a point guard. The Wolves.
I mean, they still have to see what the carcass of Mike Conley can do.
It's over, man.
Rob Dillingham, baby. Yeah.
Yep, begun.
No, God, what was I saying before that? It's
Giannis.
Giannis. Oh, the Giannis trade. Yeah, no, I could see him publicly requesting a trade, but I don't think Giannis is the type to sit out
No.
to get what he wants. So like I could see him requesting a trade and playing through the season, and the Bucks being like, yeah, we're not getting what we want at the trade deadline, and then he's on the team, and then they just like kind of shut him down after that because it's like, well, you don't want to be here anyways. Might as well help our draft pick. Assume they have the draft pick. I don't know if they do. They don't have the draft pick. All right, they might just run him into the ground out of spite. I don't know. But in the offseason, they work diligently to get something done, and say they get something done at the draft.
Okay.
To try to get a pick since they don't have a pick.
That's all I got. Will it be to Oklahoma City?
No. There was I didn't look at the report. I just saw SI reported that the Thunder have no interest in the Giannis trade or something like that.
That's exactly what Sam Presti would say.
Yeah,
before he does the quick hitter.
It's like, oh, whatever is out there is actually the opposite is going to happen. So Giannis, welcome to OKC, I guess. A lot of people are trying to make this happen. Bleacher Report posted a fake trade, which I thought was kind of absurd. It was Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dort, like player wise, whatever. It was 4 firsts and 8 seconds. I was like,
I mean, Milwaukee wouldn't even want that.
That's crazy.
What do you want 8 seconds for?
Exactly.
Right. Other thing I was gonna point out before we leave, I don't have any other takes. I just kind of scrunched those together. But something I was going to point out is there was an article that dropped from Tomer Azerly, I believe is his name. He's formerly of The Athletic. He's writing for Clutch Points now. Friend of the pod, Brett Siegel. He actually, I guess he aggregated this because he was on Clutch Points. He's on Clutch Points as well. But Tomer interviewed the director of the starting five. And there was a lot of fun anecdotes about kind of the mindset behind it, and a lot of fun anecdotes about Shea. He talked about how trying to pull stories for each of these players, and it's like Shea is just a good guy, and like, he's so consistent, and he doesn't make headlines like, off the court or anything like that. So it's like, how do you market that? And it's like, we're just going to market him as like, this is a really good guy. He's a really good person. So, it further cemented, how we feel as Thunder fans about Shea and how blessed we are to have him as the cornerstone of our franchise. Also talked about the Shea having a yard sale for his team of his like old clothes, and how Chet Holmgren was like trying on his stuff, and like it's one of the funniest moments of the season. So looking forward to that. And also there's like behind the scenes look at like Aries' birthday party, which happened the day before game 1 of the finals, and Shea's like, all right guys, like everybody got to go home basically so we can get rest for game 1 of the finals. So a lot of fun anecdotes in that. And they said that with Shea and Halliburton being featured in this, and then both being in the finals, the finale, episode 8, is going to be over an hour long because there was just so much to unpack. So
that's awesome. So yeah, so we got that. October 15th, we have the
Thunder documentary.
Thunder documentary on NBA TV that is narrated by Jay Will, I believe, right?
J-Dub, yeah.
Oh, J-Dub, okay. We're still mixing those guys up. And then October 21st, of course, is ring night. And then October 23rd, was it the Allen Iverson documentary on Prime? That looks great.
I don't even know. I love it.
Question mark. Yeah, question mark. Yeah.
He was the player that got me into basketball. So
yeah, so we got some pretty good basketball content coming up here, man. We in it. We in it.
And don't forget, March 15th, your chance to see the Thunder face off against their Western Conference Finals opponents, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Not at primetime, but at noon, national television, ABC. I mean, also, let me say, this is the first time we've got to see the Thunder in the arena on national television for Top Thunder fan event. So, that's going to be another special wrinkle in that. So, get your tickets. They're super cheap. They're already flying off the shelf. We've already had 10 people in the chat buy them. So, you don't miss out. Again, this link is dead November 14th. There may be an extension. Don't count on that extension. Get your tickets before November 14th. We're talking $20. $20 a ticket at bottom dollar. So go ahead, get that ticket, go to the game, take the group photo, take a chance at the half-court shot, try to get a basketball signed by the 2025 NBA champions. And, yeah, once again, the link is in the chat. That will be live throughout, retroactively, posthumously, whatever. Tomorrow afternoon, after the podcast is tweeted out, I will then tweet out the link to the masses on Twitter. So this is y'all's head start. You guys got a 12-hour head start over the masses on Twitter. So be vigilant on that.
True that, yo.
With that being said, on behalf of myself, Dolan, Alex Tierney, who is no longer here, FanDuel, and definitely not BetOnline.ag, hope everybody has a great night. God bless. Hoop when you can, and as always,